Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood is a game that has a blend of genres and ideas. It's like Sonic Unleashed, but the opposite. The werewolf parts are what you really want to be playing, while everything else feels a bit like an afterthought. You play as Khal, a man that has 3 forms. You've got your hominid form, aka the human one. This is where you occasionally explore and learn a bit more about the world and characters around you. More interestingly though, you play the stealth sections in this form. Sneaking up behind enemies allows you to take them out quietly, but you also have a crossbow at your disposal to silence them from a distance. Ammo is limited and found scattered in the environment. To help you in the stealth sections, you also have your lupus form, a wolf physique that gives you a lower profile and allows you to run around faster to make sure you're undetected. You can sneak into smaller entrances and bark to lure people over before you take them out. Finally, you've got the werewolf form. This is by far where I had the most fun, and honestly, I wish more of the game was like this. Sometimes stealth just doesn't cut it, and you need to rip everyone into shreds, and it just feels great. You've got a few basic attack types as well as aerial stuff to play around with. You can launch people into the air, slam them down, or grab them and run around like they're your teddy bear. You can also switch between stances. You've got a more agile one that allows you to easily dodge attacks like silver bullets, which if they hit you, will limit your maximum health for that fight. On the other side of the spectrum, you've got a more resilient heavy stance, which has you move slower but gives you access to huge attacks. Both feel badass, and also come with their own unique attacks and traits that can be unlocked as you progress through the game. The combat variety isn't massive here, it's not like Devil May Cry or anything, but it is still quite satisfying for what it is. You can jump at distant enemies, toss them at each other, enter a frenzy mode where you are incredibly powerful, and so on. It feels great, although sometimes there are occasional more spongy enemies that do take a while to kill. They do keep things interesting, but sometimes kinda break the flow. The werewolf sections are fun, but they are quite fleeting. While on the other hand, stealth sections can drag on a bit longer. They're not bad. Finding the right path, taking out baddies can still be fun, but it's not that fleshed out and leaves you wanting more. Sometimes you'll instantly fail for being discovered, while other times you'll have the choice to go full werewolf mode and kill everyone. The game does do a decent job at trying to tie the two sections together. You can close off reinforcement routes while in stealth mode, in case you're discovered and have to fight people off later on. And silent takedowns charge you up to be more enraged when you start your next battle. As for the story, it's quite lackluster. It does the job and gives you the required motivation to continue, but it's nothing to write home about. Characters are forgettable and relatively bland. In the end, I think it's a decent game. It feels like it fits right into the PS3 and Xbox 360 era, but it just came 2 generations later. It's still quite fun, but rough around the edges. Overall, a decent game, and if you want a cheap and cheesy experience, I'd say pick it up. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. If you want to pick up the game for yourself, there's a link in the description, and I'll see you next time.